Imagine drifting slowly down into the deep blue, the sunlight fading as the water grows darker. Suddenly, out of the shadowy depths, massive stone structures emerge. Towering walls, steep steps, and a symmetrical formation rising eerily from the ocean floor. Could it be possible that pyramids, those marvels of ancient engineering, are hidden beneath the sea, waiting to be rediscovered? This is not a fantasy or a scene from science fiction. For decades, divers, archaeologists, and researchers have reported mysterious submerged formations that closely resemble the pyramids built by ancient civilizations. There's something captivating about pyramids. Whether standing under the blazing Egyptian sun or nestled deep within the dense jungles of Central America, pyramids have always symbolized humanity's desire to reach toward the heavens. Their design, precision, and scale continue to baffle experts today. But what if some of the greatest of these structures are not found on land, but beneath the waves? Sunken pyramids, hidden under the ocean for thousands of years, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the possibility of ancient civilizations that may have been lost to rising sea levels or catastrophic events. As technology advances, underwater scanning equipment and sonar mapping are revealing shapes and formations previously thought impossible. From the coast of Japan to the depths of the Caribbean, reports of submerged pyramid-like structures continue to grow. The implications of these findings are profound, sparking debates among historians, geologists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Could these submerged formations point to civilizations that predate even the oldest known cultures? If so, why did they vanish, and why are their structures the only whispers left behind? The idea of sunken civilizations is not new. Legends of Atlantis have circulated for millennia, capturing the imagination of scholars and dreamers. But recent discoveries are moving beyond myth and into the realm of science. The Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan, with its sharp edges and seemingly carved staircases, has been the subject of intense study. Some argue that it's a natural formation, shaped by geological forces over time. Others believe the site is clear evidence of a lost society, whose architectural knowledge rivals that of ancient Egypt or the Maya. This topic matters because it challenges everything we think we know about humanity's timeline. If even one of these sunken pyramids can be confirmed as a man-made structure, it would suggest that complex societies existed long before mainstream archaeology currently acknowledges. The rise and fall of sea levels have erased entire landscapes, swallowing cities and civilizations whole. What we see today is merely a fraction of what once existed. The ocean holds secrets that, if unlocked, could rewrite the story of human history. The search for answers is not without controversy. Some scientists dismiss underwater pyramids as nothing more than geological anomalies, citing the tendency of nature to create patterns that mimic man-made structures. But for others, the evidence is too compelling to ignore. Detailed sonar scans, underwater photography, and diver accounts all seem to indicate something beyond coincidence. The precise angles, the sheer scale of some formations, and their resemblance to terrestrial pyramids fuel the belief that these structures were intentionally built and later submerged by rising seas. This brings us to the central question: Were these pyramids naturally submerged by geological processes, or do they represent the remnants of an ancient, advanced civilization? Could it be possible that thousands of years ago, an unknown society constructed vast cities, only to watch them sink beneath the waves as the Earth's climate changed? As we dive deeper into the mysteries of sunken pyramids, we will explore the most famous discoveries, the scientific evidence supporting or refuting their existence, and the broader implications for how we view human history. Whether these underwater formations are the result of nature or the handiwork of forgotten architects, they are reminders of how much remains hidden beneath the ocean's surface. The truth, as always, is waiting to be uncovered. The mystery of sunken pyramids. Throughout history, oceans have hidden secrets beneath their shimmering surfaces, keeping entire civilizations and architectural wonders concealed for centuries. Among these secrets are tales of sunken pyramids, structures that hint at forgotten societies that once thrived on lands now lost to the depths. These submerged formations ignite curiosity, blending the line between myth and reality, as explorers and scientists attempt to unravel the mysteries lying beneath the waves. Historical legends and accounts. Long before modern archaeology began mapping the seabed, ancient texts and oral traditions spoke of cities swallowed by the ocean. One of the most enduring legends is that of Atlantis, the utopian island described by Plato in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias. Atlantis, according to the philosopher, was an advanced civilization that disappeared beneath the ocean, in a single day and night of misfortune. While mainstream scholars often interpret Atlantis as allegory, the idea of a sunken civilization has captivated imaginations and inspired countless expeditions in search of evidence. Beyond Atlantis, other cultures hold stories of submerged cities and structures. In Hindu mythology, the ancient city of Dwarka, ruled by Lord Krishna, was said to have sunk into the Arabian Sea. In 2000, marine archaeologists claimed to have found ruins off the coast of Gujarat, raising speculation that the myth might be rooted in real events. Similarly, the Mahabalipuram temples in India were long thought to be the remnants of a larger complex swallowed by the sea. After the 2004 tsunami temporarily revealed submerged structures, divers confirmed the presence of additional temple ruins beneath the water. In the Pacific, the indigenous people of Micronesia recount stories of Nan Madol, a city built of massive basalt stones resting in shallow waters near Pohnpei. Though parts of Nan Madol remain above water, evidence suggests that portions of the city extended further offshore before succumbing to the ocean. The oral traditions of these communities hint at ancient architects with knowledge far beyond what was once thought possible. First recorded discoveries. The fascination with underwater pyramids began to take shape during the early 20th century, as advances in diving technology allowed explorers to probe deeper beneath the surface. Reports of strange formations resembling pyramids emerged from various parts of the world, sparking intrigue and debate. However, it was not until the latter half of the century that documented evidence of submerged pyramid-like structures began to surface. One of the earliest and most widely recognized discoveries was the Yonaguni Monument, found off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan. In 1986, a diver named Kahachiro Aratake stumbled upon what appeared to be a series of massive stone terraces and sharp-edged formations. The discovery triggered global attention, with teams of archaeologists and marine geologists descending on the site to determine its origins. Technological advancements in sonar imaging and underwater mapping have played a critical role in identifying submerged formations that could potentially be pyramids. In 2001, sonar scans revealed what appeared to be large stone structures resembling pyramids near the western coast of Cuba. The structures, sitting more than 2,000 feet below the surface, presented an enigma. Researchers speculated that if they were indeed pyramids, they could be over 6,000 years old, predating known civilizations in the Americas. Although the Cuban government restricted further investigation, the images from the scans continue to fuel speculation about lost civilizations hidden in the Caribbean. Similar discoveries have been reported in Central and South America, where submerged ruins have been identified off the coast of Belize, in Lake Titicaca, and near the Azores. These findings suggest that ancient societies may have inhabited coastal regions long before historical records began, only to be driven inland by rising seas. Case study: the Yonaguni Monument. The Yonaguni Monument remains one of the most contentious examples of a potential sunken pyramid. Located roughly 100 feet below the water's surface, the structure measures around 150 meters in length and 27 meters in height. Its terraces, platforms, and stair-like features bear striking similarities to stepped pyramids found in Mesoamerica and Southeast Asia. Proponents of the theory that Yonaguni is man-made argue that the precision of the cuts and the geometric alignment of the terraces indicate artificial construction. Marine geologist Masaaki Kimura has been one of the most vocal advocates for Yonaguni's artificial origins. Kimura's studies of the site have led him to propose that Yonaguni may have been part of a larger complex that once sat above sea level during the last ice age, over 10,000 years ago. He points to what he believes are engraved markings and tool marks on the stone surfaces as evidence of human involvement. Kimura's theories align with the idea that Yonaguni was submerged when glacial melt caused sea levels to rise dramatically at the end of the Pleistocene epoch. However, not everyone agrees. Critics, including geologist Robert Schoch, argue that the Yonaguni Monument is likely a natural formation shaped by underwater currents and tectonic activity. They point to the island's geological makeup, which consists of sandstone prone to splitting along natural fault lines. According to this perspective, the seemingly symmetrical shapes and terraces are the result of thousands of years of erosion rather than human intervention. The debate over Yonaguni continues to divide the scientific community. On one side, the possibility of a 10,000-year-old submerged pyramid challenges conventional archaeological timelines, suggesting that advanced societies may have existed long before known civilizations emerged. On the other, the natural formation hypothesis provides a geological explanation that does not disrupt current historical narratives. Regardless of its origins, the Yonaguni Monument exemplifies the enduring mystery of sunken pyramids. Whether the result of nature's hand or the remnants of an ancient society, the site serves as a reminder of how much remains hidden beneath the ocean's surface. As technology continues to evolve, more of these underwater enigmas are likely to be uncovered, potentially rewriting the story of human civilization. Famous sunken pyramids and structures beneath the surface of oceans, lakes, and seas lie some of the most enigmatic structures known to humanity. Among these submerged relics are pyramid-like formations that continue to baffle archaeologists, geologists, and historians. These sites stretch across continents, pointing to a shared architectural obsession that transcends cultures and eras. While some of these underwater formations are cloaked in mystery, others stand as powerful symbols of the forgotten past, waiting for the right technology to unveil their secrets. Yonaguni Monument, Japan's underwater enigma. Of all the submerged pyramidal structures scattered across the globe, the Yonaguni Monument remains the most hotly debated. Situated off the coast of Yonaguni Island in Japan's Okinawa Prefecture, this formation lies about 100 feet below the water's surface. Spanning an impressive 150 meters in length and rising 27 meters at its tallest point, the monument resembles a vast, terraced structure. Its sharply cut edges, stair-like formations, and flat platforms resemble ancient stepped pyramids found throughout Asia and the Americas. Kihachiro Aratake, a local diver, first discovered the monument in 1986 while surveying the area for hammerhead sharks. What he encountered instead were massive stone blocks, aligned in ways that defied natural randomness. Terraces stacked symmetrically atop one another and angular pathways suggested intentional design rather than the chaotic patterns typically produced by nature. Soon after the discovery, marine geologist Masaaki Kimura launched extensive studies of the site, mapping out what he believed to be roads, stairways, and even a large circular feature resembling an altar. Kimura proposed that the monument could date back over 10,000 years, potentially making it one of the oldest man-made structures ever discovered. His theory suggests that Yonaguni was part of an ancient civilization that thrived during the last ice age, only to be submerged as rising sea levels swallowed coastal regions across the world. Kimura's findings extended beyond just the monument, as he identified nearby structures that he believed formed part of a larger cityscape lost to the ocean. However, not everyone shares Kimura's conviction. Geologist Robert Schoch and other skeptics argue that Yonaguni's features are the result of natural geological processes. The area is composed of sandstone prone to fracturing along fault lines, creating rectangular patterns that can mimic the appearance of carved terraces. Additionally, Japan's frequent seismic activity could have shaped the monument's features through natural uplift and subsidence. The absence of definitive tools or artifacts further complicates the case for human involvement, leaving the origins of Yonaguni shrouded in controversy. The Cuban underwater city, pyramids beneath the Caribbean. While Yonaguni garners much attention, the Cuban underwater city may present an even greater enigma. In 2001, a team led by Canadian oceanographer Paulina Zelitsky made a groundbreaking discovery while conducting sonar surveys in the Yucatan Channel off the coast of Cuba. At a depth of 2,000 feet, the team detected unusual formations resembling geometric patterns, with structures arranged symmetrically over an area of nearly 2 square kilometers. Among the sonar images were what appeared to be pyramid-like shapes and stone circles. Initial reports described the site as potentially housing large, man-made structures that might be remnants of an ancient city submerged by cataclysmic events. Zelitsky speculated that the site could date back more than 6,000 years, predating known civilizations in the Americas by millennia. However, the extreme depth of the site complicated further investigation, as conventional diving methods were rendered impractical. Geologists who analyzed the images remain divided. Some argue that the formations reflect volcanic activity or natural limestone deposits, while others believe the symmetry points to human craftsmanship. Adding to the intrigue are local legends of a lost city beneath the waves, passed down by Cuban fishermen for generations. Unfortunately, access to the site remains limited due to political restrictions and logistical challenges, keeping much of the mystery locked beneath the Caribbean Sea. The Bimini Road, pathway to Atlantis. The Bimini Road, located in the shallow waters near North Bimini Island in the Bahamas, is one of the most frequently cited pieces of evidence for submerged ancient structures. Discovered in 1968, the Bimini Road consists of a series of rectangular limestone blocks stretching in a linear formation across the seafloor. Measuring roughly half a mile long, the road appears to lead toward deeper waters, sparking speculation that it could be part of a larger, submerged city. Edgar Cayce, a famed American mystic, prophesied in the 1930s that Atlantis would begin to resurface near Bimini in 1968. The discovery of the Bimini Road in the very year he predicted fueled belief that the site was linked to the fabled lost civilization. Advocates of the theory suggest that the blocks are remnants of ancient breakwaters, foundations, or walls built by a now forgotten culture. Skeptics, however, contend that the Bimini Road is a natural formation caused by beach rock fracturing and sedimentary processes. The region's geology, consisting of limestone deposits shaped by tidal action, lends itself to the formation of rectangular patterns that resemble human construction. Nevertheless, the alignment and uniformity of the blocks continue to invite speculation, keeping the legend of the Bimini Road alive in popular imagination. Other notable sites, Fuxian Lake, Lake Titicaca, and the Azores beyond the Caribbean and Pacific, other submerged pyramid-like structures have been reported across the globe. In China's Fuxian Lake, divers have uncovered massive stone structures arranged in stepped formations, bearing resemblance to the pyramids of Central America. The structures, believed to be over 1,700 years old, have been linked to the ancient Yunnan civilization. Lake Titicaca, straddling the border between Bolivia and Peru, is home to submerged ruins that hint at advanced pre-Incan cultures. In 2000, an expedition discovered a temple complex beneath the lake's surface, complete with terraces and a large ceremonial platform. Some researchers speculate that this site could be linked to the legendary lost city of Wanaku, an ancient civilization said to have existed long before the Incas rose to power. The Azores, an archipelago in the mid-Atlantic, also hold their share of mysteries. In 2013, reports surfaced of a pyramid-like structure discovered off the coast of Terceira Island. Measuring approximately 60 meters in height, the submerged formation raised questions about whether it could be a remnant of an ancient maritime culture. Though initial excitement waned after some researchers suggested the structure could be a volcanic formation, the site remains a point of interest for underwater archaeologists. The continued discovery of submerged pyramids and structures across the world fuels the belief that ancient civilizations may have thrived along coastlines now lost to rising seas. Whether natural or man-made, these formations remind us of how much remains hidden beneath the waves, urging us to look closer at the depths for clues to humanity's forgotten past. Theories and controversies. The discovery of submerged pyramid-like structures has sparked endless debates in scientific, archaeological, and alternative history circles. While some scholars approach these formations through the lens of geology, attributing them to natural processes, others argue that they represent the remnants of ancient civilizations lost to rising sea levels or catastrophic events. The question remains, are these formations the result of nature's hand, or do they provide evidence of advanced societies predating recorded history? Natural formation versus ancient civilization. One of the most prominent arguments against the idea of sunken pyramids being man-made is rooted in geology. Natural processes such as erosion, tectonic activity, and sediment deposition can create formations that mimic the appearance of human construction. This phenomenon, known as pareidolia, leads observers to see patterns and structures where none exist. The Yonaguni Monument, for instance, has been cited by skeptics as a prime example of how fault lines and natural fracturing can produce terraces, platforms, and even what appear to be staircases. Robert Schoch, a geologist and professor at Boston University, has been one of the leading voices advocating for natural formation theories. His studies of Yonaguni and similar sites point to the region's geological makeup, composed primarily of sandstone prone to splitting along vertical and horizontal planes. Schoch argues that the resemblance to human construction is purely coincidental, shaped by millennia of underwater currents and seismic activity. Despite these geological explanations, proponents of the ancient civilization theory highlight anomalies that defy simple classification. They point to the precision of angles, symmetry, and alignment seen in formations like Yonaguni and the Cuban underwater city. Marine archaeologist Masaaki Kimura's studies of Yonaguni suggest that certain features, such as parallel lines and flat surfaces, are inconsistent with natural erosion patterns. Kimura also notes the presence of what he interprets as tool marks and inscriptions, hallmarks of human craftsmanship. In the case of the Cuban underwater city, sonar images reveal formations that appear not only symmetrical but organized in grid-like patterns, suggesting urban planning rather than geological coincidence. Supporters of the ancient civilization hypothesis argue that while nature can produce impressive formations, the scale and complexity of some underwater sites point to intentional design. Advanced ancient civilization. The notion that advanced civilizations existed before the dawn of recorded history challenges mainstream archaeological thought but finds support in various fringe theories. Advocates of this perspective suggest that societies predating the last ice age may have possessed technological capabilities on par with or even surpassing those of later known civilizations. These cultures, they argue, could have built monumental structures that were subsequently submerged by rising sea levels at the end of the Pleistocene epoch. The melting of glacial ice approximately 12,000 years ago caused sea levels to rise by over 400 feet, inundating vast coastal areas and potentially submerging entire cities. Graham Hancock, a best-selling author and proponent of the lost civilization theory, posits that pyramidal structures beneath the ocean are remnants of an antediluvian civilization wiped out by global cataclysm. Hancock's theories, while controversial, draw on evidence of submerged ruins found off the coasts of India, the Caribbean, and Southeast Asia. The argument extends beyond mere structures. Proponents highlight ancient myths and texts that speak of great floods and sunken lands. The story of Atlantis, Dwarka, and Lemuria all reflect similar themes, flourishing societies that vanished beneath the sea, leaving behind only whispers of their existence. These legends, coupled with the discovery of sunken pyramids, fuel speculation that myth may be rooted in historical events. Additionally, the alignment of some submerged structures with celestial bodies further supports the advanced civilization theory. Sites like Yonaguni and the ruins in Fuxian Lake appear to have been constructed with astronomical precision, suggesting knowledge of the stars and complex engineering skills. This has led some researchers to propose that these societies were more sophisticated than previously believed, possessing both the architectural prowess and technological means to construct large-scale pyramids and temples. Controversial theories. Beyond mainstream archaeology and fringe historical perspectives lies a realm of theories that delve into the extraordinary. One of the most controversial among them is the idea of alien intervention. Ancient astronaut theorists propose that extraterrestrial beings may have influenced the construction of pyramids both on land and beneath the ocean. The hypothesis suggests that underwater pyramids served as energy centers, communication hubs, or markers left behind by advanced civilizations from beyond Earth. While this theory is largely dismissed by the scientific community, it has gained traction through popular media and speculative documentaries. Proponents point to the geometric precision of submerged pyramids and the alignment of underwater sites with known terrestrial pyramids, suggesting a global network of interconnected structures. This theory draws parallels between the pyramids of Egypt, Central America, and those submerged beneath the sea, proposing that the similarities in design reflect a shared extraterrestrial influence. Another controversial theory involves the concept of lost technology. Some researchers speculate that ancient civilizations may have possessed technologies now lost to time, enabling them to construct pyramids with methods that modern science cannot fully replicate. This hypothesis suggests that advanced engineering techniques, potentially including levitation, acoustic resonance, or other unknown mechanisms, allowed ancient societies to move and shape massive stone blocks with precision. The disappearance of this technology, whether through natural disaster or societal collapse, could explain why similar structures ceased to appear in later eras. The lost city of Atlantis is often woven into these controversial theories, with some theorists suggesting that Atlantis was a real, technologically advanced society that met its end through cataclysmic flooding. The submerged pyramids off the coasts of Cuba and the Bahamas are frequently linked to Atlantis, with the Bimini Road considered by some as evidence of Atlantean infrastructure. Similarly, the concept of Lemuria, a mythical sunken land believed to have existed in the Indian Ocean, is often cited in connection with sunken pyramids in the Pacific and Southeast Asia. Proponents argue that these submerged structures are remnants of Lemurian cities, their discovery offering tantalizing clues about the existence of pre-Ice Age civilizations. While mainstream academia continues to approach such theories with skepticism, the allure of the unknown keeps the search for submerged pyramids alive. Each new discovery adds another layer to the debate, forcing scientists and historians to reconsider the possibilities of what lies beneath the ocean's surface. Whether natural formations, the remnants of ancient civilizations, or something far more mysterious, sunken pyramids stand as symbols of humanity's enduring quest to uncover the secrets of the past. The science behind sunken pyramids. The allure of sunken pyramids lies not only in their mystery but in the scientific processes that may explain how and why they ended up beneath the ocean's surface. Unraveling the enigma of these submerged structures requires an understanding of geology, oceanography, and climate science. As researchers piece together the puzzle, evidence points to natural forces that could have buried entire cities and monuments beneath the waves. Whether the result of tectonic shifts, rising seas, or catastrophic floods, the science behind these submerged formations offers valuable insights into Earth's dynamic and ever-changing landscape. Geological and oceanographic insight. The Earth's surface is in a constant state of flux. Over thousands of years, shifting tectonic plates, volcanic activity, and glacial melt have reshaped coastlines, submerged landmasses, and altered the face of the planet. Many scientists believe that these forces are responsible for the disappearance of ancient structures now resting at the bottom of oceans and lakes. One of the primary drivers behind the submersion of coastal regions is the rise and fall of sea levels. During the last ice age, vast quantities of the Earth's water were locked in glacial ice, causing sea levels to drop by as much as 400 feet. Large portions of the continental shelf, now underwater, were exposed as habitable land. As global temperatures began to rise approximately 12,000 years ago, glaciers melted, releasing immense volumes of water into the oceans and causing sea levels to rise rapidly. Coastal areas, once thriving with human activity, were swallowed by the encroaching waters, potentially burying pyramids and cities beneath the sea. The discovery of submerged sites like the ruins off the coast of India's Gulf of Cambay suggests that ancient civilizations may have existed along shorelines that were later inundated by rising seas. In some cases, these submerged structures appear to align with land-based pyramids or settlements, reinforcing the theory that entire regions were gradually submerged as the Ice Age drew to a close. In addition to glacial melt, tectonic activity has played a significant role in reshaping coastal landscapes. Subduction zones, where one tectonic plate is forced beneath another, can trigger sudden shifts in the Earth's crust, leading to land subsidence. This process can cause cities to sink below sea level, as seen in areas of Southeast Asia and the Mediterranean. Conversely, tectonic uplift can expose submerged structures, offering glimpses into ancient civilizations that were once thought to be lost. An example of tectonic activity reshaping ancient landscapes is evident in the Mediterranean region, where portions of the ancient city of Pavlopetri in Greece were submerged by seismic activity. Similarly, the ruins beneath Lake Titicaca in South America suggest that tectonic uplift altered the lake's water levels, preserving portions of ancient settlements beneath the surface. Radiocarbon dating and age verification. Determining the age of submerged pyramids and ruins presents unique challenges. Unlike land-based structures, underwater formations are subject to erosion, sediment buildup, and biological growth, which can obscure critical details and complicate the dating process. However, advances in technology have allowed scientists to develop methods for estimating the age of submerged structures, providing valuable clues about their origins. Radiocarbon dating, one of the most widely used techniques, measures the decay of carbon isotopes found in organic materials. While this method is effective for dating artifacts, it becomes less reliable when applied to stone structures. To overcome this limitation, researchers often analyze organic materials found in or around the site, such as wood, shells, or coral. In the case of the Yonaguni Monument, for example, samples of coral attached to the stone surfaces have been used to estimate the age of the structure, with results suggesting that it could be over 10,000 years old. Another technique involves optically stimulated luminescence, OSL, dating, which measures the last time sediments were exposed to sunlight. This method can provide insight into when a site was submerged or buried, offering valuable data about the timeline of submersion. OSL has been employed in the study of submerged ruins off the coast of India, where researchers discovered that the structures predated the Indus Valley civilization by several thousand years. In addition to radiocarbon and OSL dating, marine archaeologists utilize sonar mapping and underwater photogrammetry to create detailed 3D models of submerged sites. These models allow researchers to analyze the layout and construction techniques of underwater pyramids, comparing them to known terrestrial structures for clues about their origins. By identifying architectural similarities and construction patterns, scientists can piece together the history of these submerged formations, shedding light on the civilizations that may have built them. Role of climate change in submerging ancient sites. Climate change has been a driving force behind the submersion of ancient sites throughout history, and the effects of rapid environmental shifts continue to shape the planet today. The end of the last ice age marked a period of significant climate instability, characterized by rising temperatures, melting glaciers, and expanding oceans. As ice sheets retreated, vast quantities of water were released, causing sea levels to rise by approximately 400 feet over several millennia. This gradual yet relentless process inundated coastal regions, transforming once thriving cities into submerged relics. The Gulf of Cambay site in India serves as a prime example of how climate change can alter landscapes and submerge entire civilizations. Discovered in 2001, the site contains structures that appear to be over 9,000 years old, predating known urban settlements by thousands of years. Researchers believe that rising sea levels driven by glacial melt gradually submerged the site, preserving it beneath layers of sediment. Similar events unfolded in the Caribbean, where submerged formations like the Cuban underwater city suggest that rising seas engulfed coastal settlements. The Caribbean region experienced dramatic fluctuations in sea levels during the Holocene epoch, resulting in the submersion of islands and coastal plains. Comparing these ancient climate shifts to modern sea level rise reveals striking parallels. Today, global temperatures continue to rise, driven by anthropogenic climate change. As glaciers in Greenland and Antarctica melt, scientists predict that sea levels could rise by an additional 3 to 6 feet by the end of the 21st century. This scenario mirrors the environmental changes that led to the submersion of ancient sites, highlighting the vulnerability of coastal regions to future inundation. Understanding the role of climate change in shaping the past provides valuable lessons for the present. The study of sunken pyramids and submerged civilizations offers a glimpse into how ancient societies adapted to environmental shifts, emphasizing the importance of resilience and innovation in the face of climate challenges. As researchers continue to explore the depths, each discovery serves as a reminder of the enduring relationship between humanity and the ever-changing planet. Case studies and discoveries. The allure of sunken pyramids has driven explorers and archaeologists to push the boundaries of underwater exploration. Over the past 2 decades, technological advancements have allowed researchers to probe deeper and map more accurately than ever before. These expeditions continue to unveil submerged structures that hint at lost civilizations, rewriting historical narratives with each new discovery. From the coast of Japan to the Caribbean Sea, sunken pyramids stand as silent witnesses to ancient mysteries waiting to be unraveled. Detailed analysis of recent expeditions. In the world of marine archaeology, exploration beneath the ocean's surface has always presented unique challenges. The lack of visibility, strong currents, and the sheer depth at which some structures lie make traditional excavation techniques nearly impossible. However, in recent years, cutting-edge technology has revolutionized the field, allowing archaeologists to document and analyze sunken sites with unprecedented accuracy. One of the most significant breakthroughs has been the use of LiDAR, light detection and ranging, technology. Mounted on aircraft or drones, LiDAR pulses lasers toward the seabed, mapping topographical features hidden beneath the water's surface. This technology has played a crucial role in identifying submerged structures in regions like Southeast Asia, the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean. Sonar imaging, another essential tool, has allowed researchers to create detailed maps of the ocean floor, revealing large, symmetrical formations resembling pyramids and other architectural wonders. Underwater drones equipped with high-definition cameras and sonar have brought further clarity to these explorations. Drones can navigate tight spaces and depths unreachable by divers, capturing footage that enables researchers to study formations in detail. These technological advancements have led to the rediscovery of submerged ruins in unexpected locations, providing valuable data about the scale and complexity of ancient structures. In Japan, Masaaki Kimura's continued exploration of the Yonaguni Monument has benefited greatly from the use of underwater drones and sonar technology. By creating 3D reconstructions of the site, Kimura's team has presented compelling evidence suggesting that Yonaguni could be a man-made structure, potentially dating back more than 10,000 years. Similarly, expeditions off the coast of Cuba have relied heavily on sonar imaging to study the pyramid-like structures detected at extreme depths. While access to these sites remains limited, The data gathered points to the existence of large formations that defy natural geological explanations. The most significant discoveries last 20 years. The 21st century has brought a wave of underwater discoveries that continue to fuel speculation and debate about ancient civilizations lost to rising seas. One of the most headline-grabbing finds came in 2001, when oceanographers Paulina Zelitsky and Paul Weinsweig detected a sprawling submerged site off the coast of Cuba. Using sonar technology, they identified massive pyramid-like structures, circular formations, and large stone blocks resting more than 2,000 feet below the surface. The discovery sparked immediate comparisons to Atlantis, with some researchers suggesting the site could date back over 6,000 years. Despite limited follow-up expeditions, the Cuban underwater city remains one of the most tantalizing submerged pyramid sites ever recorded. In 2004, divers exploring Fuxian Lake in China made another groundbreaking discovery. Beneath the lake's surface lay what appeared to be a pyramid-like structure accompanied by large stone terraces and pathways. Subsequent expeditions revealed that the submerged site extended over an area of 2.4 square kilometers, leading researchers to speculate that the ruins belonged to the ancient Yunnan civilization, which thrived more than 1,700 years ago. The site's architectural features, including steps and terraces resembling those of Mesoamerican pyramids, hint at cross-cultural influences that challenge conventional archaeological thought. Further south, the ancient city of Dwarka, believed to be submerged off the coast of Gujarat, India, has yielded one of the most significant discoveries of the past 2 decades. In 2002, marine archaeologists discovered temple-like structures, walls, and streets beneath the sea. Dating techniques suggested the ruins could be over 9,000 years old, far older than any known civilization in the region. The discovery reignited discussions about the mythological city of Dwarka described in Hindu texts, leading to extensive underwater mapping and exploration in the area. Another notable site is located in Lake Titicaca, where, in 2000, a Bolivian expedition uncovered ruins that included a submerged temple complex. The stonework and artifacts found at the site suggest it belonged to the Tiwanaku civilization, which predates the Incan Empire by centuries. The scale of the ruins, coupled with the discovery of roads and terraces beneath the lake, points to the possibility that large portions of the ancient city were submerged by tectonic shifts or rising water levels. In the Bahamas, continued exploration of the Bimini Road has yielded new insights into the formation's structure and purpose. While the debate over its origins continues, divers have uncovered additional pathways and stone blocks extending beyond the original discovery site. These findings lend credence to the theory that Bimini could be part of a larger, submerged settlement, potentially linked to the legend of Atlantis. Future exploration plans. The search for sunken pyramids is far from over. As technology advances, archaeologists and explorers are planning new expeditions to probe the depths of oceans, lakes, and seas around the world. One of the most anticipated projects involves continued exploration of the Cuban underwater city. Researchers are eager to deploy advanced remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, equipped with high-resolution cameras and sediment sampling tools to gather more conclusive evidence about the structure's origins. The hope is to secure permission from the Cuban government to expand the scope of exploration and conduct full-scale underwater excavations. In Southeast Asia, exploration teams are focusing on sites near the Philippines and Indonesia, where sonar scans have revealed anomalies beneath the Sulu and Celebes seas. Preliminary reports suggest the presence of large, pyramid-like formations that mirror the designs of terrestrial pyramids in the region. These expeditions, spearheaded by a coalition of marine archaeologists and local universities, aim to uncover more evidence of ancient maritime civilizations that may have predated current historical records. Off the coast of Japan, Masaaki Kimura's team continues to study the Yonaguni Monument, with plans to conduct further surveys using LiDAR and photogrammetry. The goal is to create an even more detailed 3D model of the site, which could help resolve the ongoing debate over whether the monument is natural or man-made. Closer to home, efforts to map submerged ruins in the Mediterranean are gaining momentum. Teams from Italy and Greece are working to explore submerged cities like Pavlopetri, with hopes of uncovering new sections of ancient settlements lost beneath the waves. The Mediterranean's rich history, combined with its seismic activity, makes it a prime location for uncovering sunken pyramids and temples. These future expeditions hold the potential to rewrite human history, shedding light on civilizations that thrived along coastlines now hidden beneath the sea. With each discovery, the line between myth and reality blurs, drawing humanity closer to understanding the secrets that the ocean has concealed for millennia. Implications and what this means for history. The discovery of sunken pyramids holds profound implications for the way we perceive human history. If proven to be the remnants of ancient civilizations, these submerged structures could challenge conventional timelines, suggesting that advanced societies may have existed far earlier than previously thought. The implications extend beyond archaeology, reshaping how we understand the rise and fall of civilizations and their interactions with changing environments. Rewriting human history. For centuries, historians and archaeologists have relied on established timelines that place the emergence of advanced civilizations around 5,000 years ago. The construction of the Egyptian pyramids, the rise of Mesopotamia, and the development of Mesoamerican cultures are widely regarded as the earliest examples of organized societies capable of monumental architecture. However, the discovery of submerged pyramids raises the possibility that complex civilizations may have existed long before recorded history began. If underwater structures such as the Yonaguni Monument or the Cuban underwater city are confirmed to be man-made, it could force historians to reconsider the chronology of human development. These structures, potentially dating back over 10,000 years, would suggest that organized societies capable of large-scale construction thrived during the last ice age, a period traditionally associated with nomadic hunter-gatherers. This revelation could dramatically shift our understanding of prehistory, introducing the idea that sophisticated cultures coexisted alongside or even preceded the civilizations we currently recognize as the cradles of humanity. In this context, the story of Atlantis, long dismissed as myth, gains new relevance. Plato's accounts of an advanced civilization that sank beneath the sea may no longer be viewed purely as allegory but as a distorted retelling of real events. Similar myths from cultures around the world, describing great floods and submerged cities, take on new weight when viewed through the lens of underwater archaeology. The rediscovery of ancient ruins beneath the ocean could validate these myths, suggesting that they serve as echoes of civilizations erased by time and rising seas. Connection to known pyramid. One of the most intriguing aspects of sunken pyramids is their apparent connection to the pyramids found on land. Across continents, ancient civilizations demonstrated an inexplicable fascination with pyramid construction. From the towering pyramids of Egypt to the stepped pyramids of Central America and the temple complexes of Southeast Asia, the architectural similarities hint at shared knowledge or parallel development. The possibility that underwater pyramids may belong to the same tradition raises questions about the origins and diffusion of pyramid building techniques. Could it be that a single, ancient civilization, predating those we currently recognize, spread its architectural knowledge across the globe, leaving behind pyramids both above and below the surface of the sea? In Mesoamerica, the pyramids of Teotihuacan and Chichen Itza exhibit striking similarities to sunken formations discovered in the Caribbean and Pacific. The alignment of structures with celestial bodies, a hallmark of terrestrial pyramids, has also been observed in submerged sites like the ruins in Fuxian Lake. These parallels suggest that the builders of underwater pyramids may have shared cosmological beliefs and engineering practices with their land-based counterparts. Furthermore, researchers have noted that some submerged pyramids appear to align with known pyramid complexes on land. This has led to speculation that ancient civilizations may have constructed networks of pyramids along coastlines, many of which were later submerged by rising seas. The discovery of submerged ruins near the Azores, for example, has fueled theories that they could be connected to pyramid sites in North Africa or the Canary Islands, hinting at the existence of transcontinental maritime cultures long before the rise of recorded civilizations. Impact on archaeology. The discovery of submerged pyramids has the potential to revolutionize the field of archaeology. Until recently, the study of ancient civilizations has focused primarily on terrestrial sites, with underwater archaeology representing a relatively small subset of the discipline. However, the increasing number of submerged discoveries is shifting this focus, prompting archaeologists to expand their search to the ocean floor. One of the most significant impacts of these discoveries is the challenge they pose to mainstream historical narratives. For decades, the prevailing belief has been that civilization arose independently in various regions around 3000 BCE. The potential existence of underwater pyramids predating this period suggests that humanity's architectural and organizational capabilities may have developed far earlier, prompting a re-evaluation of existing theories. This shift in focus could also reshape the methodologies used in archaeology. The reliance on sonar imaging, LiDAR, and underwater drones highlights the growing importance of technology in uncovering hidden sites. These tools allow archaeologists to explore previously inaccessible areas, providing a more comprehensive understanding of ancient civilizations and their interactions with the environment. Moreover, the study of submerged pyramids encourages interdisciplinary collaboration. Marine archaeologists, geologists, oceanographers, and climate scientists must work together to unravel the mysteries of these structures. This holistic approach not only enhances our understanding of submerged sites but also sheds light on the broader forces, such as climate change and tectonic activity, that have shaped human history. Perhaps most importantly, the discovery of sunken pyramids underscores the transient nature of civilization. Just as ancient cities were swallowed by rising seas, modern coastal regions face similar threats from climate change. The study of submerged ruins serves as a reminder of the fragility of human achievements, highlighting the importance of preserving cultural heritage in the face of environmental challenges. As archaeologists continue to explore the ocean's depths, the discoveries they make have the potential to transform our understanding of the past. Each submerged pyramid, temple, or city represents a fragment of a larger narrative, one that speaks to the resilience, ingenuity, and adaptability of ancient civilizations. By uncovering these hidden chapters of human history, we not only gain insight into the past but also draw inspiration for the future. Controversial insights and theories. The discovery of sunken pyramids has sparked debates that extend far beyond academic circles. For every scientific explanation, there exists an equally passionate counter-argument from alternative historians and independent researchers. While some dismiss submerged pyramids as natural formations, others see them as evidence of forgotten civilizations that challenge the established understanding of human history. This divide between mainstream academia and alternative theories continues to fuel controversy, adding layers of intrigue to the study of these enigmatic structures. Academic versus alternative theories. Mainstream academia tends to approach the subject of sunken pyramids with skepticism, often framing these discoveries within the context of geological processes rather than human activity. Geologists and marine archaeologists argue that many submerged formations can be explained by natural phenomena, tectonic shifts, erosion, and glacial activity that create patterns resembling man-made structures. The Yonaguni Monument in Japan stands as a prime example, with geologists like Robert Schoch attributing its terraces and platforms to natural fracturing of sandstone over thousands of years. From the academic perspective, the absence of artifacts or tools at sites like Yonaguni or the Cuban underwater city raises significant doubts about their man-made origins. Archaeological evidence typically forms the backbone of historical narratives, and without physical remnants such as pottery, carvings, or inscriptions, submerged structures are often classified as geological anomalies rather than remnants of ancient societies. The scientific method demands reproducible data and verifiable evidence, criteria that many underwater pyramid discoveries struggle to meet. On the other side of the debate, alternative historians argue that mainstream academia's reluctance to acknowledge these sites stems from a conservative adherence to established timelines. Figures like Graham Hancock suggest that academic institutions are resistant to revising the historical record, as doing so could undermine decades of research and challenge long-held assumptions. Hancock and others propose that submerged pyramids represent the remnants of advanced pre-Ice Age civilizations that thrived before the rise of known cultures like the Egyptians or the Maya. These alternative theorists point to the lack of geological explanations for the sheer symmetry, alignment, and precision seen in some underwater structures. For example, the sonar images of the Cuban underwater city reveal formations that resemble urban planning, grid-like arrangements and pyramid-shaped structures that are difficult to attribute solely to natural forces. Proponents argue that these anomalies suggest the existence of sophisticated societies capable of monumental architecture, long before mainstream archaeology acknowledges the possibility. While academic circles may dismiss these claims as speculative, the persistence of independent researchers has led to increased interest in submerged sites. The exploration of sunken pyramids continues to push the boundaries of what is considered possible, challenging the idea that history is as well documented as we believe. The role of media and public fascination. Media has played a pivotal role in amplifying the controversy surrounding sunken pyramids. Documentaries, television specials, and viral articles often present these discoveries with dramatic flair, emphasizing the mystery while downplaying scientific skepticism. Shows like Ancient Aliens and The Mystery of the Bermuda Triangle have popularized the idea that submerged structures may be linked to extraterrestrial intervention or lost civilizations like Atlantis, capturing the public's imagination but offering little in terms of concrete evidence. The power of media lies in its ability to frame discoveries in a way that resonates with the human desire for wonder and mystery. When images of sonar scans depicting pyramid-like structures off the coast of Cuba were released in the early 2000s, headlines proclaimed the discovery of Atlantis, despite a lack of peer-reviewed analysis. Similarly, the initial reports of the Yonaguni Monument portrayed it as the Japanese Atlantis, driving tourism to the area and inspiring amateur divers to explore the site. However, the media's tendency to sensationalize these findings often leads to misconceptions. Reports frequently omit the geological context provided by experts, resulting in an overrepresentation of speculative theories. This has created a feedback loop in which public fascination drives demand for more sensational content, reinforcing narratives that stray from scientific consensus. Despite this, media coverage has had a positive impact by raising awareness about underwater archaeology and the importance of preserving submerged sites. The viral nature of discoveries like the Bimini Road or Fuxian Lake ruins has inspired independent expeditions, funding opportunities, and broader public interest in the field. In some cases, increased media attention has led to the allocation of resources for further exploration, bridging the gap between academic research and public curiosity. While media sensationalism can distort facts, it also highlights the enduring appeal of sunken pyramids as symbols of the unknown. As long as mysteries remain unsolved, the public's fascination with these submerged structures will continue to thrive, driving both academic inquiry and speculative exploration. The challenge lies in striking a balance between preserving the wonder of discovery and grounding interpretations in rigorous scientific analysis. Ultimately, the debate over sunken pyramids reflects a broader tension between the desire to believe in extraordinary possibilities and the need for evidence-based conclusions. Whether natural formations or the remnants of lost civilizations, these submerged structures remind us that history is far from settled, and that the ocean's depths may still hold secrets capable of reshaping our understanding of the past. The exploration of sunken pyramids offers a glimpse into the hidden corners of our planet's history, where mysteries of ancient civilizations intertwine with geological phenomena beneath the ocean's surface. From the terraces of the Yonaguni Monument to the grid-like formations off the coast of Cuba, each submerged structure tells a story that challenges our understanding of humanity's past. While some discoveries align with natural geological processes, others defy explanation, sparking debate about the existence of lost civilizations predating recorded history. The possibility that these structures could represent advanced societies submerged by rising seas or tectonic shifts forces us to reconsider the established timeline of human development. The notion that complex pyramid-like structures existed beneath the waves thousands of years ago opens the door to new questions about the ingenuity and resilience of ancient cultures. While mainstream academia often points to natural formation theories, the precision and scale of many submerged sites fuel speculation that humanity's architectural capabilities may have emerged far earlier than previously thought. Technological advancements, such as sonar imaging, LiDAR mapping, and underwater drones, continue to uncover hidden formations, suggesting that much of our planet's past remains locked beneath the ocean's depths. Expeditions in Japan, Cuba, and the Bahamas hint at civilizations that may have built structures aligned with the stars, mirroring the celestial connections seen in pyramids on land. These discoveries highlight the possibility of a global tradition of pyramid building, stretching across continents and even beneath the sea. The implications of these findings extend beyond archaeology. They challenge our perception of history, inviting us to view ancient myths, such as those of Atlantis and Lemuria, as possible reflections of real events rather than mere legend. If submerged pyramids are indeed the remnants of forgotten societies, they serve as a sobering reminder of the impermanence of civilization and the power of nature to reshape human achievements. For every question answered by these underwater discoveries, new mysteries arise. Could the submerged structures off the coast of Cuba represent an ancient maritime civilization? Does the Yonaguni Monument hold the key to unlocking knowledge of pre-Ice Age cultures? These questions, while speculative, are vital to driving further exploration and investigation. The call to action is clear. The study of sunken pyramids is not just a journey into the past, it is a reminder of how much we have yet to discover about the world beneath the waves. Viewers and readers are encouraged to delve deeper into these topics, following the latest expeditions and emerging research. The ocean holds secrets that could transform our understanding of human history, and every discovery adds another layer to the complex narrative of our shared past. As we continue to explore these submerged wonders, the question remains: could sunken pyramids reveal secrets to humanity's forgotten past? The answer, like the pyramids themselves, lies just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered.